Hi everyone, how you doing? Not great, hour. So this is just a live reaction because I'm at work at the moment, so I apologise with any interference with noise and stuff. I haven't got my camera equipment, audio equipment with me as we're trying to react as best that we can to the news that Rafa Benitez has left. I've heard some things since the last update on the channel. There's speculation that there's going to be a protest here at 6 o'clock. I believe Kyle's going to go from the group. I think Johnny is as well. I'm getting wound up at work, which isn't great either. Just going to be reading some of your live chat out as well. The club is dreadful. Any protests happening? I think there is one at 6 o'clock, and that's Gozzy Gamer. I feel more upset when we got relegated, says Jack. It's worse than the Dark Ages, says Just Lavin. I think we'll probably know more once Rafa Benitez has the opportunity to speak. I know that Sky have just said that he could be tempted to take the China job. I don't think that's the reason why Rafa Benitez is leaving. There's more to it than that. It's just so frustrating. Jack over on Periscope and Twitter says that he's fuming. We have to protest, we have to, says Lucas. I think there is one tonight. Unfortunately, I'm going to be stuck at work, so hopefully I can get to it. But I only get 15 minutes on my break, so this is just literally a quick reaction one. Apparently after somebody from the MLS, says James. Yeah, I heard about that, Hudson. Mikel Arteta, I've heard, being linked. Look, I don't even want to think about who's coming in at the moment. I'm just more disappointed that Rafa Benitez has left, because we're all worried over the weekend. Everybody from our lot, Newcastle fans TV, that something is not going to happen, and now reality struck. Yeah, I'm probably devastated. Anybody who's seen the video earlier on, I was a little bit wobbling at the end, because I actually, Rafa Benitez has brought so much to this club. He's brought the fans together. He's made us give us hope that we haven't had for a long, long time. Let's face fact, we haven't really had hope since Bobby. I know the club have let him down numerous times, and this is probably what made Rafa Benitez say, this is my terms, take it or leave it. You know what it is, I've got nothing against Rafa Benitez, and no other should Newcastle fans should. Steve Harmison was talking bollocks the other day when he said Newcastle fans would have a go at Rafa Benitez. That's blown bullshit. If Rafa Benitez walked past me right now and said, thank you very much, Rafa, of course I'd say, please stay. Of course I would. But Rafa Benitez has done marvellous things for this club. If Rafa Benitez wasn't in charge, we could be in the Championship. We could be League One. We could be West England. And that's reality. For us to get people like Martin Dubravka, Fabian Schär from Norway, and turn them into, I wouldn't say world-class players, of course, not more of exaggerating, but quality-proven Premier League players that higher-end Premier League teams would want. And he's worked with the likes of Paul Dummett and proved them. Miguel Miron could be another star as well. Let's have a look what the statement was earlier on today. It is with disappointment that we announced manager Rafael Benitez will leave Newcastle United upon the expiry of his contract on the 30th of June 2019, which is basically next Sunday. We have worked hard to extend Rafa's contract over a significant period of time. However, it has not been and will not be possible to reach an agreement with Rafa and his representatives. Rafa's coaching staff, Paco, Antonio and Mikel Anasha, will all leave the club on next Sunday. We'd like to thank Rafa and his coaching team for the efforts over the past 3 years and their significant, I can't even say that word today, contribution to what has been collectively achieved. We'd also like to thank our supporters, players and staff for the patience during the period of uncertainty. The process to appoint a successor will now begin, and that's what I'm really worried about, because as I say, Rafa Benitez brought us loads of hope, and you just hope that the takeover goes through, then they go and get Rafa. That's the only thing that I can see. And a lot of people now are saying that the takeover is a smokescreen. It's not actually going to be a takeover. It's just there so Mike Ashley doesn't spend any money over the summer. I hope that's not the case. We all do. Let's have a look at what he's saying. Joey says, what those knuckleheads at management don't realise was that Rafa was signing numero uno and everything else doesn't matter. Relegation battle it is. Alan says if McLaren type coach comes in, we might not see signers like Ronaldo, Mitrovic and Talbane maybe. Switches proper makes us want to top yourself. Need to boycott, says Jack. Sky Sports just said that Avram Grant is being considered for a role at the club. I hope not. That's by Kieran. People cannot renew the season tickets now, surely. I haven't renewed mine. I'm one of them. I'm sitting on the fence with all of this at the moment. I know some other people, and some people are part of our group have, some people haven't. So it's quite simply, Ashley isn't selling the club, and if someone by a miracle does come in, we don't have a manager of a certain calibre. Owen says it's just a joke. He doesn't care anymore. Chris Houghton says, Rob, I am worried. I think protests were soft last year. They really were. And I'm not having a pop at the Magpie group. It was soft, I think, this time around. Because now Rafa Benitez is gone. There could be some idiot. Could be violence. Who knows? I'm speculating there. I am a little bit really worried. And if the takeover doesn't happen, we're left in the same position with a worse off manager. Now, you might say that Alan Pardew done a fluke season when we came 5th, but apart from that, we haven't had nothing to shout about. We haven't in the last 10, 11, 12 years under Ashley. Switches, were you about to cry in the last video? No offence, he looked very teary though. I was wobbling, I'm not going to lie. I was going to lie, because he's brought so much to myself and to everybody who's watching. Rafa Benitez brought loads. He's brought with hope, long suffering. Look, we're not asking for loads of money to be ploughed in. Just meet Rafa's demands. And Rafa's demands will only be, look, I need to take the club to the next level. I've done what I can. And I said a few weeks ago, Rafa Benitez can't take this club any further without any development. I said that in a video, and that's true. You can't keep working miracles and miracles with a team which is pretty average, minus 2 or 3 players. Maybe I'm being a little bit harsh on the players who are in the club at the moment, but Solomon Rondon, what's going to happen with Solomon Rondon? Solomon Rondon's already said, thank you very much, boss, and all of this. A lot of players have spoken. Perez has spoken, Dummett has spoken, Hayden has spoken. Probably a couple of more since I last checked, but what's the futures of all them? I don't think we'll sign Solomon Rondon now. It's just an absolute mess, man. It's an absolute fucking mess. That's what it is. Fucking disgrace, man. And if there is protest tonight, fucking give them leather. Hopefully I can get out and break and see it. Let's see what they're saying. I bet it's showing Dyche. Matthew says, I can see this protest being a waste of time. Fair play, everyone good. But the fat boy's mind is made up. Luke says, just boycott. Altogether thing to do with Ashley in the club, including highlight shows from now on. Anyone in that stadium isn't a fan. Sean Dyche, no thanks to his travels. Jamal spoke as well. Alan, thanks Alan. Would you say the takeover is number 1 target now? Says Shape, has to be. It has to be. Owen says we need to drop Ronda. We need to keep Ronda and Perez. Stewart says just worried how long it will be until players start leaving if the money is. And yeah, that's the thing to it. If I haven't got a takeover, there's no ambition. We're fucked. We are fucked. Dylan says Shola Miobi. He could be helping Neil Redfern take pre-season a week on Thursday and Friday. That's itself. There's an absolute joke. Players going to come in, not knowing who's taking training. Liam says we need to be violent as West Ham fans. Could be Tim Sherwood. Ben says we need to believe that everyone should just buy beep 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 and throw it on the pitch. It's time to hit Mike Ashley where it's Goons weeds. Sorry, said Rob. There's camera crew downstairs. I'm actually at the ground as well. I just ran over just to get away because every room's booked in the building. I was trying to get a room free, but frustrating. It is really frustrating in the minute. I generally feel like Rafa Benitez would be here. I thought it would come to green terms. And like I say, the only thing that I can think of is that this takeover is real and it happens. And they go and get Rafa Benitez. I think they'll get the fans on board like that. They really would. That would be the right thing to do, even if they don't want Rafa Benitez. If they want to, if this new takeover happens, the Binzai group is real, etc. To get the fans on board straight away, they'll go and get Rafa Benitez straight away, because you want to get Rafa Benitez whilst he's a free agent, not when he's talking to Chinese club or European clubs. Be interesting if Rafa comes out and speaks. Who knows? Are the protests going to restart? I think, like I said, I think last season's, I think they were pretty tame. I think it now needs action. Who's going to lead that? It's going to be someone brave. It's going to be someone who could possibly be banned from the stadium if they're going to do that. It's going to take someone brave to do that. A sad fucking deal, it really. It is a sad time to be a Toon fan. You know what it is. The only thing I've got to look forward to is I'm off to New York on Wednesday. That's the only thing I've got to look forward to. Got a shit fucking weekend. Car's fucked. My phone broke down. I had to get a new phone. And now fucking this to top it off. It happens in threes, doesn't it? So we'll be doing videos in New York whilst we're out there as well, but thought I'd put this together and speak to you a little bit more on the live chat and everything. I know this is going out on Facebook and Twitch and Twitter and everything like that, but no, it's a load of bollocks. And I think the lads are going to be putting a video. The rest of them who haven't spoken tonight are going to be putting a video together for their reactions as well, because I'm stuck at work till 10. Let us know if you're watching the rerun of this. I'm going to head off. It's fucking frustrating, but thanks for watching. I'm sorry I'm negative, but you can only sympathise, can't you? You can't help being negative amongst all this. The club's a fucking joke.